Hello, Pyro Technicians. I shall be teaching thee how to play the Pyrotechnician, yeah. Now, after you grab your clothes and check your spec vend, you'll not only notice the new Pyrotechnician case you can grab, but if you scroll down, you'll see the larger versions of flamer tanks that your special gun can take, including new flamer fuel types. So, grabbing our 3 additional flamer tanks and looking in our equipment case, we can see besides some flamer essentials, we get special armor, a special flamethrower, and a special flamer backpack that stores numbered tanks. Now, let's throw in our gear and get right to the range. You'll notice immediately if you try holstering the flamer to your suit slot, that it automatically holsters to the backpack. Meaning, the kits you can run as Pyro Spec are almost exactly as freeform as any rifleman, which I think, honestly, is absolutely nuts. Now, you'll notice pretty quickly that we can't really store all of our flamer tanks. I've tried using webbing, but that don't work. So depending on your kit, you may just want to use some drop pouches, maybe. That aside, sky's the limit on what you do with the rest of your kit. You can take, I don't know, an SMG rig with a pocket shotty, maybe an assault rifle, or even go like Pyro Grenadier or some crazy shit. I am gonna go with an assault rifle, at least for this demonstration. Maybe a large general patch too, because goddamn am I still needing it. Now before we go and test out our new flamer, let's get to what you can ask from Rec, because there are extra special fire types you can get, but these cannot be ordered from Rec, just the regular special fire types you get on your rack. We'll get to those, what the fuck? We'll get to those extra special fire types you can use later, and the fucking diabolical strats you can use with them. Hello again. I totally wasn't killed in an accident, as they said. So, let's get to actually using the flamer and its backpack. You'll notice immediately that it comes after whatever's in your suit slot, so just make sure you have your binds set up correctly. Moving on, we can see that our flamethrower is actually always toggled on, unlike regular flamethrowers, which you can toggle on and off. That's because if we use the spacebar, which would usually turn on or off a normal flamethrower, it actually cycles through which tank we are using in the flamer backpack. That's because we don't need a tank in the flamer to use it. Not for this one. So, let's get to using the flamer. We'll first start off with tank 1, which just uses any flamer fire. It's decent, it's fine. It's just any regular flamethrower fire, both are, our bigger fuel pool. But if we cycle to tank 2, we can use the green fire. This does a particularly massive 3x7 or so line of fire. This works like any standard HIDP fire. It halves Xeno health to any, it halves Xeno armor to Xenos while on fire with it. We can see the DPS difference here. Well, we can see the DPS difference if I could fucking hit them. We'll use standard ammo here. Very swift defender kill. But on this one, noticeably longer. This makes green fire very useful against swarms and any hordes coming after Queen Screech. Now, let's get to the final. Let's get to the final tank here, tank 3. What tank 3 does is essentially it's a very hot. Here we are. You just see the description here. Sticky combustible liquid chemical that burns extremely hot for use in the blah 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 blah. Basically, it does enough DPS to kill crushers in a, I wouldn't say a timely fashion if they're, using resin walls correctly, but pretty fast anyhow. This isn't going to get you anywhere to a Ravager or a Queen though, so just keep that in mind. Now, if you looked at the top left, you'd have already noticed we have a special ability here. Activate Fire Shield. Activate your armor's Firewalk protocol for a short duration. This duration in question is 6 seconds long, and it allows us to not be harmed by our fire. So, if I turn it on and flame a bit, I can walk through my own fire. Now, I don't get burned anyway. Well, I don't get lit on fire anyway by fire tiles, but I do indeed take the burn damage, which is still a lot, so it's not recommended to, walk on fire without the firewalk on. That aside, it allows you to do a lot of interesting maneuvers. This ability not only lets you push your own flames, but also protects you from bugs who aren't burn resistant while you flush them further into the hive. Just try not to get too crazy, because this still puts you on the same playing field as a Berserker Ravager, the Queen, or even the King, the newly added Xeno. And by God, you don't want to be fucking stunned by a screech while on your own fire and having your firewalk run out. Another aspect of the Pyro Spec's flamethrower is its special underbarrel extinguisher, firing far more intensely and putting out fire immediately as it touches the tile. This allows you to not only support your team by extinguishing redundant flames far more quicker than you would with a regular one, but also put your men out if you accidentally, flame them. You get hit by a bug while flaming, and during the stagger you shoot your fire, and because you totally didn't fat finger that or anything. Now, I want to end this primer with the note that there are currently 4 additional fire types the Pyro can use implemented with the update. But that's beyond the scope of this video, as I and a lot of others are unsure as to whether the lathe needed to craft the custom fuel tanks, the Armylathe, is going to be implemented with the Almayer. Well, into the Almayer, that is. Not to mention it would double the runtime of this video, so I will be talking about it in a future video when it's hopefully confirmed that we can actually use the custom flame types. Good luck on your rolling and have fun.